Hi, it's Darryl again. Hi. I'd like to talk about the equality equation and how I have applied it so far in my life. Now, equality is usually considered as the little brother of more exalted and higher virtues, such as liberty and freedom. People have this sort of notion where equality means the end of free will, the end of civilization, and pretty much communism, bad things, the end times, everything. It's hard to apply liberty and freedom in your everyday life because there are rules. We've got to act in certain very highly structured patterns of behavior to get along in the society. We've agreed that money has to be the medium that is that our survival is based on. So really there's no real liberty because everybody is dependent on money. If you don't have money, you don't have liberty. If you don't have money, you don't have freedom. If you don't have money, you don't have equality. Now, why is equality something that I've been able to utilize in my life ever since it occurred to me that that was the most important thing and the most demonstrable thing that we can do, to solve the problems of the world. It seems that the problems of liberty and freedom, the lack thereof, and there really is a lack, just as there is a lack of equality. But the first two things, equality and freedom, are impinged by laws, customs, mores, religion, knowledge. All these things sort of determine who we are, language. So we're really not free. It's more like a political or religious construct. It's not really a real, definable thing. In fact, there's nothing but impediments to freedom and liberty. Basically, what I've been able to apply the equality equation or the equality framework in my life is on my blogs. I'm running a monograph in defense of equality, a series of blogs and essays that I show how equality is actually the only alternative we have, and how without equality, freedom and liberty is impossible to achieve. And I'm talking about economic equality most of all because that's the basis of, like I said before, of our survival. It's based on economics. More so than religion, more so than language, more so than your political set of beliefs. If we don't have equality, then, like I said, there's no point in this civilization to go any further. It can't. It has to fall in under its own weight. So I've been able to apply very definite and really pretty easily been able to dismantle and break down the philosophies of liberty and freedom and show them that they're just actually philosophical wanksterism. Philosophical wanksterism. I just created that. It's not real. These things were actually developed by the elite. They had time on their hands, and they thought, liberty and freedom are really cool. I think I'll write a philosophy about it, and you know, me and my other rich white landowners will, you know, oh, we're talking about us. I mean, the hoi polloi, they can just, you know, step back. I mean, the world's made for the landowners, and it's quite interesting to see the neoliberals, the conservatives, the liberals. I mean, I don't have much use for any of them because they're basically they are afraid and threatened by the idea of equality. Because equality says you can't just, it does impose limits on what you can do against another person, which the neoliberals and the libertarians claim they are all about. Don't abuse another, don't, like, you know, don't force your beliefs on somebody else. I mean, that's really deceptive. They don't see that that's what they are actually doing with their whole political game. Thank God they'll never ever be able to mount a serious political movement behind them, because I think people instinctively know that libertarians are in it for themselves, and you know, they don't really give a crap. I always thought they were Republicans who like to get high and get hookers, libertarians. I mean, we don't need that either. So equality is very simple. When you take a system, like a political system, economic system, and you apply equality to it, very quickly you realize that the systems are based on self-interest, abuse, domination. I've got to get mine. I mean, it's very selfish. And of course, we're selfish creatures. We can change, though. We can change. We can agree that even though there are differences between people, you know, that we are actually still the same. I mean, there's only one kind of human being. You know, there's only one kind of men. There's only one kind of women. There's only one kind of children. We all have flesh and blood and bone and various similar attributes that make us human. And in that humanity, that's where our equality resides. And it's only our minds up here that make it so difficult and so painful for over half the world. We have to live on scraps so the other half can live like kings. Not cool. Apply that equality equation to your life, apply it to your beliefs, and see what you're really about. Take it later. I'll talk to you later.